There are several kinds of ultrasounds that we perform during the pregnancy. One ultrasound is called the nuchal translucency, and that is performed between 11 and 13 weeks and 6 days. Typically for this exam, we would recommend for you to come for a full bladder. A full bladder is necessary because it allows the ultrasound to be clearer and we can see the baby much better. During the nuchal translucency ultrasound, we will be measuring the back of the baby's neck as well as look for something called the nasal bone. This ultrasound, in combination with some bloods, will give you a risk related to Down syndrome. Another type of appointment that we have very commonly is called the initial anatomy scan. The initial anatomy scan is performed between 16 and 18 weeks. In this ultrasound, not only are we going to check the size of the baby and get a weight, but we're also going to start looking for different structures of the baby to make sure that the baby is developing the way that it should. The most important kind of ultrasound that we perform during the pregnancy is called the detailed anatomical survey. That ultrasound is performed between 20 and 22 weeks. This exam can take an average of 45 minutes to an hour, all depending on the position of the baby and how easy it is to obtain the images that we like. In this particular ultrasound, we're going to assess the baby from head to toe, making sure that there are 5 fingers in every hand, 5 toes, and making sure the heart and the different parts of the baby are developing on schedule. Other ultrasounds that we do are something called a growth scan. Typically that's done anytime during the pregnancy, and during a growth scan we're going to measure the size of the baby and we're going to be able to give you a weight. Lastly, another kind of ultrasound that we do is called cervical surveillance. For women who are at increased risk of preterm labor, we do monitor the length of the cervix. We want to make sure the cervix is nice and long, and if that is the case, that is very reassuring that your baby is not going to be delivered early.